card will go sideways. They look at the gate, the pin, and it's down. Number 59 out on the racetrack is one of our apprentices, so how about that? We'll track his progress. Who is the number 59? That would be Jared out of Dahlonega, Georgia. And let's get our guys through the first few turns. Kudos to the C-Class. How about that? They made it through unscathed. Apprentice scoring. Jumping into the 10 commandments. Brandon Ma out of Umatilla, Florida with the hole shot. The number 61 machine grabs that hole shot, the Stasic hole shot. It's all yours. Jason Wygant trying to hand him the hole shot award while he's racing. We're like, no, man, you can't give it to him. He's got to race. Let him finish. Stop. He threw the thing at him. No, he didn't. He didn't do that. Here comes our C-Class riders bouncing around the racetrack there. We'll see how our number 61 of Brandon Ma is doing.
I think Jason just gets a little overly eager sometimes when it comes to his hole shot awards. Yeah, I'm working now, I think. Yeah, I can hear me. Brandon Ma, KTM rider from Umatilla, Florida, as he said, grabbing that Stasic hole shot award. Big question is, will he fall victim as so many have so far on this first lap?
Hey, check who our leader is. Pinkston, yet again. He has led a ton of laps. He won the first moto. He won the next moto he competed in the other C-Class. So this kid is a true class guru here. A star pupil, if you will. I mean, he is running away with this.
Well, back there in the number 2 spot, Cooper Abbott, the 56 Gas, and not far behind him, Dane Morales, the 33. Keegan Rowley, the 48, is 4th. Bradley Marshall in 5th. Brandon Ma dropping back to 6th after grabbing the early lead in this one. James Grace, the 39, is 7th on his Yamaha. Logan Forward, the 57, 8th. Michael Meehan, the 9th place ride aboard the 99, and the 11 of Chalice Stiers rounds out your top 10. So looking at Moto 1 finishers, Pinkston obviously off to a great start here. James Grace, the 39 machine. Looks like a tough road to hoe for him. He's back in 7th right now. But the good news is that was amongst some riders. You look back 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th place positions. We're looking at 0.7, 0.3, 0.6, 0.5, 0.1. So there's going to be a lot of changes, I think, when we come around for that second lap complete here in this 125C class. Yes, alive and well, Case and Pinkston. We're trying to get this microphone issue sorted out, try to keep the pops out for the folks. But Dane Morales is a rider we want to keep an eye on here in that 3rd place position as we wrap up the second lap of racing. Pinkston maybe actually feeling some pressure at the end of this second lap. Look at this, and this is something we haven't seen a lot of on behalf of Case and Pinkston. Normally he's working his way up through the pack and gets up front and kind of checks out, but the 48 machine of Keegan Rowley has moved up from about 4th place, 5th place position into 2nd. James Grace now up from 6th into 3rd. Actually, he was 7th into 3rd. Dane Morales now in the number 4 spot, dropping from 2nd. Bradley Marshall is 5th aboard the number 50. Braxton Morgan is 6th. Cooper Abbott, the 56, and 7th. Logan Forward and 8. Chalice Stiers is 9th. And rounding out the top 10 then, Brandon Beck, the number 69, and Keegan Rowley with that 204.836, moving into the number 2 spot, some 2 to 3 seconds faster than everyone else out there. Also credit for the fastest lap with that 204.8 here on lap number 2. And he has closed up on Carson Pinkston as they go at it side by side now. Pinkston feeling the heat. He's got the inside line as we head toward the red zone now and back towards River Road here in just a couple moments. It's nearly in stereo as they come out of this section. Pinkston and Rowley. Pinkston grabbing a little bit of an advantage as we head through this Storyland section now. But still right there on that rear tire is Rowley as he goes from one side of that rear tire to the other side of the rear tire, just looking for an open line. And he may be finding it right now as they come out of Storyland nearly side by side, but it still looks like Pinkston with a slight advantage into the sweep return.
Yeah, and look at those lap times. You're right, man. He had a 2:04, 3 seconds quicker than Pinkston. There's the pass on the inside. And that is the first time we've seen someone take the measure of Casey Pinkston. We'll see if he can fire back. Don't want to give it up just yet, though. I mean, you can take a second and a one and still look good for that third and final moto. Don't hit the deck trying to battle with this guy. Let's see where Rowley finished up on the number 48 that first time around. He finished up third.
Yeah, so this puts him in a good position as far as the championship is concerned also.
Yeah, how are you in the championship, Rodney?
I'm completely out.
Completely out.
DNS Moto 1, DNS Moto 2.
Jeez, that's just a metaphor for your life. You did not start.
Just can't get started.
Finish. Hey, I want to say hello to my good friend Pat Grzybinski. Sorry about that, Brian. Pat, my man from the Baja Brawl, coming up Labor Day weekend. Dude, you're here shaking hands, kissing babies?
Yeah, for sure. How are you doing, Kevin? How do you see out that window, dude?
I don't. I look at that monitor right there. We're not even messing with that old blown out window.
Right on. Well, it's always a pleasure to be here at Loretta's, dude. Place is just packed. Lots of staff. It's a great show.
Yeah, and you can appreciate this. The best of the best in terms of the folks working this event. You look around, there's some of your peers running a tractor or a water truck. These guys spare no expense, and a lot of you guys donate your time to make this event awesome.
Oh, dude, it's just it's work for Moto, for everybody that's here. You know, every track across the country. You know, how big, how small. It takes a lot of work to put on an event, especially like this.
Yeah, and you guys know you're a part of this program. You host in an area or a regional typically every year up at Baja Acres in Michigan.
Yeah, right on. We had the Super Regional last year, qualifier this year. So, yeah, we definitely support this the national event.
Yeah, you're one of the stepping stones that gets these riders to this great event. And you've got an event coming up yourself that myself, Wes Kane, will come up and call the action in a treehouse.
The treehouse, absolutely, yeah. And so, new this year, Moto Playground will be bringing the Everyone show, and I see they're doing that here. So that's just a nostalgic thing for motocross and Moto Playground. So rider exposure, you know, especially for the sponsors. You see the riders, the up and coming riders. So yeah, the Brawl, and it's our 20-year anniversary, bro.
Wow, the Brawl can almost buy beers. 20 years in this thing. So 21 will be a very special year for you guys at the Baja Brawl. A crazy event, man, and a lot of fun. But I'm telling you, I try to stress this to everybody. It's a serious race. I know there's a lot of fun outside of the racetrack, but stuff that goes on in the fence is pretty legit.
Yeah, I mean, last year it was a crazy year. We ran out of room, but this year, no problems whatsoever. We acquired another 40 acres, so there's plenty of room. You can go online and reserve your campsite this year. That's new. So the primary concern is our racers getting into the facility, signed up, and then there's plenty of room for fans, campers, everybody else. So we have an everybody else lot. And new this year, hearing it first at Loretta's, we're having a beer tent. It's called the Brown Lot Bar.
The Brown Lot Bar, that'll keep all you hoodlums right around that area at the beer tent. We're stoked. When does the event go down? It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend, so a holiday weekend. It's the end of summer, so hopefully everybody can come out and do some national riders all over the country will show up, and it's a celebration of motocross. So that's a lot of people lose grip of the reality of why we got into this sport. So this is to celebrate why we got into it. Kevin, why'd you get into motocross?
Because it's awesome and I love it.
Dude, it's cool, and the Baja Brawl. Well, I hate to say it, but I'll let you say it. Is it cool?
Super cool, and I'm just lucky to get to come in the gates, man. I don't even feel like I'm cool enough to be there, but thankfully you turned the cool factor off there for me and let me slide in under the rope.
Kevin's always cool. Pleasure having you and everybody else. So, yeah, come on out to the Brawl Labor Day weekend. We're opening a day early on Wednesday, so we got 2 days for move-in this year. And, of course, we got some badass awards that's going to be given to all our championship riders, as well as all our special events. So if you haven't been to the Baja Brawl, you know, do yourself a favor and go. You won't know unless you know.
That's it. Unless you go, man. The rhymes just keep on coming. Pat, thanks for stopping by, brother. Good seeing you last night and today. One of my favorite people, Pat Grzybinski. Take it away, Rodney Tomlin.
For just under 5 minutes left in this race, Keegan Rowley, James Grace, Case, and Pinkston dropping to third. So big troubles here in Moto 2, it looks like, for Pinkston, who seemed to have everything dialed in. Braxton Morgan in the number 4 spot, and Logan Ford rounding out the top 5. And, of course, as we continue to watch this one unfold, Cassie joining us here in the tower with a special word from one of our great sponsors.
Yes, I'm happy to introduce Thor. Since 1968, Thor has been driven by an unrelenting passion for racing. In 2021, their elite team of Supercross professionals brought forth legendary performances, resulting in a clean Thor sweep of the 450, 250 East, and 250 West Supercross championships. In racing, our senses are pushed to the limit. Whether the tactile connection that Thor products give our riders to perform at their best, or the overwhelming sense of relief and pride that comes with realizing a lifelong championship dream. This is the feel of Moto. Stop by the Thor Semi today and check out what is coming soon for the Thor 2022 collection launch.
Killed it. Thank you very much, Cassie. Appreciate that. And, of course, as we look at this, Kevin Kelly bringing up a very important point as we wind down this Moto. 2-lap board out, I believe, getting ready to go to some white flag. But Keegan Rowley, James Grace, Case, and Pinkston, we're looking at a 3-way tie going into this third and final Moto if it stays like this.
Scores 1-3, 3-1, and 2-2 scores. They're all knotted up with 4 points. I don't know what's happening here. What are we doing? All right. So a 3-way tie if you freeze the field right now going into that third and final Moto here with the number 48 Keegan Rowley. He's in first now. He finished third. The rider in the number 2 spot finished second last time out, James Grace. He's got 2-2 scores. Case and Pinkston with 1-3 Moto scores. How about that? Love it. There's James Grace. We talked about him on the starting line. One of our best dress awards there. He's in the number 2 spot, the blue Yamaha, the pink hand guards. 2-2 Moto scores for this young man. There's Pinkston. They're just going to have to settle this thing in the third Moto because everybody's kind of spread out now. We have 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go before the 2-lap board comes out. So I love the drama here in Moto number 3, a 3-way battle coming up for that third and final Moto in the 125C class when we move into our third Moto. So love it. Our 4th place rider is Logan Forward. He has moved forward. He's gotten around Bradley Marshall in 5th, Clay Edwards 6th, Braxton Morgan falls down just a bit there. He keeps tumbling in the results. Ronnie Snyder moves past, as does Caleb Coffin, Cody Beckwith as well. So some strange things happening here. 3-way tie, Jason Wygant. When those guys get on the podium, they're all tied up. 3-1, 1-3, 2-2 scores for your top 3 here. So a lot of fun you're going to have on the podium. And it's setting up for some drill-rama in that third Moto.
We have to change our old line where we used to say that in these C classes, you didn't see the consistency.
Yeah.
We're having it quite often, I feel.
I'm not hearing you now. Such a good point you just made, Jason Wygant. Nope, you did, then it hit thump and it went out. Try it now. Make that point again. We're all waiting on bated breath.
We're going to have to shelve that. We always say the C class is known for inconsistency, but I think we're going to have to shelve that because the last couple of years we've seen the same riders up front in each Moto, and it's leading to this. 3 consistent scores in all 3, and we got a tie going into that final Moto.
Yeah, and I think it has something to do with maybe the amount of training these guys do down at the training facilities. They're pretty solid, their program, so that's the only variable I can see because it's been that way for quite some time. That's a hot swap. Wow, we're doing it again. Well, we're doing it again. That's just training at this point. I've trained all my life for a hot mic swap, and I can handle it. Pro's pro. I'm going to turn that little monitor down as we get ready to toss it down to Jason Wygant in just a moment. I believe the checker flag, the VP Fuels checker flag is out And it is Keegan Rowley with that race win. Grace will finish up second, and Pinkston should come across the stripe in third. That will be a three-way battle. They all have 4 points with 1-3, 3-1, and 2-2 scores. I think you homeschoolers could probably handle that. That's 4 points. We're going to have to settle that in the third and final moto. The rest of your scores on the screen there. Rowley is changing on me. Ford and Marshall will round out the top 5 here in the 125C class, race number 3. It is done in the books. Jason Wygant, man, we're dead even. Zeros across the board going into that third and final moto for our C class.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's what you want to see. High stakes, high pressure going into the final moto later in the week.
So Pat Grzybinski came up here and put his hands on my neck, says, you better tell everybody that the Baja Brawl is a Dirty 100 event. That is a Moto Playground Dirty 100 event coming up at the Baja Brawl. We'll see you all there. Monster Energy will be in the house as well. There is a look at the 48 of Keegan Rowley. Got the bike set up, got the helmet hanging from the foot peg there, getting ready to say hello to Jason Wygant. Proper placement is key there. Three-way tie there, boys. What do you think about that, Keegan Rowley? Three-way tie going into that third and final moto. See if these guys are up for the challenge.
Pretty cool story brewing here with Keegan Rowley. This is actually probably the second best sport. We'll talk about that in a minute. He's got the gold. Let's hear it for our moto winner, Keegan Rowley. Keegan, they're telling me you're a bad dude on a downhill mountain bike, first and foremost, and you're just new to this.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Austria and race downhill World Cups this summer, but we decided to go for Loretta's. Now we're on the top.
How long you been racing dirt bikes?
Like 2 years now.
That's it. Did you ride them growing up?
I always had a dirt bike, like a pit bike or P-Dub or something, but never really raced.
Sky's the limit. What's scarier? What's gnarlier? Jumps on a motocross track, nerves on the first turn and the gate drop, or a gnarly downhill?
I'm gonna have to say the dirt bike. The first turn's pretty hectic.
Pretty intense. All right, tell me about your moto, Keegan.
It was good. Got off to probably like a third place start and just made my passes clean and smooth, and then just rode my race.
Who do you want to thank?
Checkmate MX, 7, Mom, Dad, Monster Army, SSR, Martin Mechanical, Investment Solutions, and anybody else I forgot. Thank you.
All right, let's hear for Keegan Rowley taking the win. All right. Hey, if you took this thing on a downhill trail, what would it be like? Even sicker?
It'd be fun going up, not down.
Okay, all right. Stick to the bicycle for that. Good job, Keegan. We'll bring our second and third place finishers up. As Kevin Kelly was telling us, we have some serious championship implications in this division because of the way the points are working out through the first set of motos. Just checking the math here. Let's talk to our second place finisher, James Grace. Well, the math shows it's going to be a big showdown in Moto 3. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, how was this moto, James?
It was pretty good. Got off to a decent start, but I just still had to make a bunch of passes.
Well, shot the last one, right?
Hopefully.
Who do you want to thank, James?
DC3 Suspension, everyone at MTF, Motorsport, Mika Metals, Fly Racing, my mom, my brothers, my sisters, Kev Dog, everyone else, thank you.
All right, James Grace, second place. And we'll bring our third place finisher up. I think we had a rider that got the whole shot. He's in waiting as well, so this will be easy. So yeah, we're looking at 3 consistent riders. We had these guys on the podium in the first moto. Let's hear it for Case and Pinkston. How's the moto for you?
It was alright. I just got off to a pretty decent start, and I just got on pump pretty quick, and I just got to read the next moto, and I'll be ready for the next one.
Yeah, our pump. You'll get the better of it next time. Who do you want to thank?
I would like to order above, keep me safe, my mom, my dad, Quicks Motor Ranch, Matt Cleveland, Fly Racing, Scott Goggles, Bell Helmets, Alpine Star Boots, Sunstar, Berm Lord, Shane Garcia, Shock Stock, and everyone else. Thank you so much.
Case and Pinkston, everybody, third place. That's good stuff. 125C, fun class to watch.